Hi, I'm Maggie Pashley, and today I'd just like to talk about the importance of taking action in our lives. And this is partly prompted by conversations I've had with clients over the last few days. And this, I think, especially applies to people who are meditators, are people who get involved in making vision boards and all those sorts of things. And I think those things can be really useful. And I'm a great believer as a hypnotherapist in working with our unconscious, working with our imagination, working with, if you like, our inner game. But it's equally important to perfect our outer game and to take action, because otherwise we can end up just going round in circles and wondering why things aren't happening, because we're actually not really contributing to our intentions and goals physically. And we do live in a physical world. Yes, there are other dimensions we can reach, but we do have to have an impact on the physical world in order to create change. And obviously some people are brilliant at this. Some people have no resistance to change at all and are very, very happy to get on and do what needs to be done. And obviously this video is not really applicable to them, but I'm talking to the people who may be a bit like myself, who find it easier, more comfortable to do lots of reading, lots of research, lots of meditation and intention setting, but actually don't really take action. Maybe they're waiting for something to happen before they take action. Maybe they're waiting to feel more confident. Maybe they're waiting to have more money or lose weight or be fitter or stronger, or have some sort of thing that they're saying they don't yet have in order to take action. And what I would say is most of the time it is in doing the things that we resist, and in taking the action that we've been waiting for this special thing to happen in order to get on with it. We get that particular quality or energy. So for example, if we wait to have confidence in doing something, we might wait forever. So yes, we can use our meditation skills. Yes, we can use aromatherapy. Not aromatherapy, I mean hypnotherapy, but yes, we can use aromatherapy too, to strengthen our ability to get on with things. But it's the getting on with things that will give you confidence, that will take you into the direction you want. So for example, just setting a goal and sitting at home and visualizing it is not going to work for the majority of people. So what I invite, because we do live in a 3D world, as well as being able to be in contact with those other dimensions as well. So the actions that we need are about using our physical body to take action. So whether it's using our legs, our arms, our mouth, it's like doing something and looking at what we can do, and not waiting for that magic moment when suddenly everything sorts itself out. And sometimes we might even say to ourselves, well, I don't have clarity at the moment and the next action to take. And what I would say is often clarity comes by taking some sort of action and getting the feedback from that action. And it's not a one-off event. Things evolve, things develop. One of the modalities that I feel is very, very helpful in helping people take action in alignment with really the energies that they're born to express is soul realignment. And this is looking at the energies that are your natural gifts. Those are the things that you're here to express in the world. And by engaging with those things, those energies, and sometimes that, well, most of the time it involves stepping outside of our comfort zone. We get more energy, and we're more able to continue down the road and take bigger actions as well. So it's just taking sometimes the small action steps that are going to guide us and move us into the direction of where we want to go that makes a great change in our lives. So, for example, there's a well-known saying that if we always do what we always did, we'll always get what we always got. So if we want something different, we have to do something different, not just think something different. But that's a lot easier to do than we sometimes imagine. And we are actually designed in a way to resist change, because at an unconscious level, we're designed to protect ourselves, to keep ourselves safe. And yes, years ago, there was an absolute need for that. You know, if we had predators out there like lions or tigers or enemies or people who were out to kill us, then that was really, really important. But sometimes the things that hold us back and that want to keep us in that comfort zone are our own thoughts of, you know, what might happen if we stepped out of that comfort zone? Would we lose face? Would we be criticised? Would we be rejected? And yes, in taking any new action, there is always some degree of risk. But stepping out of that comfort zone can be easier than you thought, but it does involve some amount of discomfort to begin with. So, for example, say you want a new relationship. Well, just sitting at home and visualizing for this perfect person to arrive probably doesn't actually work for most people. Yes, I know one person that he did work for a client of mine, and amazingly somebody just came and knocked on her door. But for the most people, that doesn't happen. So what action could we take in that? Well, we could go out more. We could do those things that we love doing, so we're more likely to meet the kind of people who share certain interests, to accept invitations, even if we're on our own, and we might normally talk ourselves out of it by saying, oh, I can't go because everybody's bringing somebody else. We could even join a dating site if that felt right, or we could just go out and socialise and be more available, say yes to some of the things that you've been talking yourself out of doing. And also we could treat ourselves more romantically, more lovingly. We could, even if we're eating on our own, we could create a very, very romantic setting for our food and have candles. We could wear clothes that we feel good in, where we feel sexy and attractive. So there are many little steps we can do like that. So, for example, if you wanted to write a book, well, maybe that feels too daunting, but what could you do? Could you do a writer's course? Could you write a short story, which is obviously a step along the way to writing a book? Could you blog? Could you write things on Facebook? Could you go to a writer's group and just share writings that you've done? But all those things are going to take you in a direction of you anchoring into your physical body and into your physical life what you really would like to achieve. And so my invitation to you is to maybe think about what action you might be able to take now in the direction of your goals that takes you beyond that endless thinking, meditating, planning, and could actually bring into your life those things that you want to create far more easily. And finally, I would say that one of the things that I believe can be really good for having clarity to take action in alignment with our own soul's energy is actually soul realignment, which I mentioned a little bit earlier in this presentation. And so I would invite you to explore that if it feels good for you. And currently at the moment I do have a lockdown special offer on, and which is €45 off, which is a really good offer. And I hope this lockdown isn't going to continue much longer, so it may just be available for a limited time. So if you're using this lockdown time as well as a way of resetting your life, reevaluating what's important for you, that could be a really good, it could be a really helpful thing for you to do. And you'll see the link for that I'll just put in the comments, not in the comments, but in the description below. So hope that has encouraged you to look at, maybe not see the action you need to take as so daunting, because we can begin with small steps, but to begin to take some action, not to abandon meditation, not to abandon intention setting, not to abandon doing a vision board or whatever it is that you find helpful, but to also do something as well in the outer world. So thank you.